as you guys can see, we're switching around the cars once again. But yeah, I probably will throw this in a different vlog. It is currently Friday, but as I told you guys, I was going to continue the video from yesterday. So you know, this is probably gonna go into a different vlog, and I'll probably shoot the second part of do I have any regrets, would I change anything if I could go back. I'll probably shoot that later on today, and this is gonna go into the vlog that's gonna probably continue through Saturday and Sunday. But yeah, this is where I'm at. Might go for a spin later, I'm not really sure. I need to put gas in this car, which would be the first time I put gas actually, so So, as you guys can see, currently sitting in the car. Finally got my registration in the mail, so I'm just putting it in here for now. Once I realize where all my stuff is at. Get my insurance. Okay, so yeah, here I am. It's currently Sunday morning. As you may know, the Steelers are still undefeated. If they win today, it will be the first time in history that they have gone 8-0. I believe last time they went 7-0. They won the Super Bowl. Last time they won 6-0. They won the Super Bowl. Well, I guess that's inevitable. But and yeah, so we might go 8-0 for the first time in history, and we'll just see how that game goes. It's currently Sunday morning. I think it's about 11 o'clock right now. The game today is at like 1:25 or something. So it's the first game this season that's not at 10 o'clock in California time, at least. So I will be watching that. So I'm not sure where I was exactly. My sister showed up, so I cut the video. But yeah, so that's that. Yeah, so we'll see how the game goes. Hopefully they win and go continue their undefeated streak. And yeah, in terms of part 2 of the video that I shot, or the story time, I think that's my first story time, so I'll start a story time series probably on my channel, just for I guess some entertainment. Hopefully it teaches people like lessons through my own experiences, because I can't obviously go back and change things to kind of have my head on straight and be like, you know, don't do this or don't do that. That kind of scared the shit out of me. But so yeah, that's that. So I will continue that story. I think I'll go back and not only shoot a part 2 that kind of follows through more in detail about college, and probably law school, through life right now, but I think what I will do is I'll go back in detail about the actual cross-country stories and the leadership stories, as much as it hurts to go back to the leadership stories. But I will probably go back and just explain it in more detail, maybe like, you know, 10-minute video of like just that story itself. And yeah, we'll see what happens. I did shoot some material yesterday, so I'll just throw that in. You probably saw it before this, since I like to keep everything kind of in a consecutive order. But yeah, that was just my Saturday. I didn't really shoot outside of what you guys have seen. And yeah, so I'll just try to shoot today. I want to close out the vlog. Usually I close out the vlog on Saturday or Sunday, I believe. So it's already Sunday, so I kind of want to end this third vlog that will be going up this following week. And yeah, we'll see what happens. I wanted to shoot adding in my tire markers. As you guys have seen, I colored it red, but there's some work I need to actually continue doing on there. It's kind of cold as hell, or I don't know, I would say it's fairly cold in California terms. Obviously, you know, I spent a lot of time in North Carolina, and that was actually genuinely cold. So for whatever it's worth, it is cold by my California definition, since I'm used to California weather now, for the most part at least. And yeah, so I don't think I'm gonna color it in today. The game starts in probably about 2 hours anyways. I probably could do it in like 30 minutes to an hour, but I kind of don't want to rush things, for one, and number two, I don't know how well it's gonna dry. It's breezy, so it'll probably dry, but in terms of it being cold, probably not the best thing for paint to be doing stuff like that in cold weather. So yeah, I'll probably catch you guys inside. As you guys know, this video is intended to be part 2 of the story time that I already began, but you know, I'll continue that on another day, probably sometime this week, and we'll just go from there. As you guys might have noticed, the car is not covered, so it's getting dusty, which is what I was trying to avoid. But the reason it's not covered is because the entire damn cover blew off because the wind was that strong. So I just decided not to put it back on. But yeah. So as you guys can see, I switched cars for this video. Currently just checking in with this car. I haven't drove it or even sat in it, I think, in maybe 2 or 3 weeks, because I got the Benz, I think, on October 10th, and you know, it's like November 7th, I believe, today. So it has been a few weeks. I may try to take it out at some point. You guys probably don't realize, but it's actually all the way inside our driveway, inside of the gate. So I'd have to literally open the gate, move all the cars out behind this, which would be 3 cars, and then, you know, be able to take it out. So it's kind of a hassle, but you know, life goes on. But here we are. Haven't been in here for a while, as I said. I do miss it. I do love my Benz a lot, but this is one of the reasons why I always wanted to have a collection of cars. I think each car has a lot of sentimental value, and I love cars to begin with, so it's kind of like hard to get like detached, I would say. And you know, I spent a lot of time with these cars, not only actually driving it, but actually putting in time, effort, and money into them to make them look the way they look. And I have done this with the 2 cars that I had before this. I did it with this one. I probably put the most effort into this one, actually, and now it's the Benz. So it's kind of like a product of like my work and efforts. So that's another reason why I want to keep every single car I have or ever owned. Unfortunately, because of certain reasons, I couldn't keep the ones before this one, which I'll probably explain in a story time probably. But this is the first one that I actually got to keep long term. And yeah, so you know, the Benz being the second one, and I just kind of want to grow the collection this way and never get rid of any of these cars. But yeah, an update on work, which is what I wanted to actually shoot about. There was many hurdles this past week about whether I need to go to this county 3 hours away to file stuff, whether I need to go to this county hours away to hold a hearing and whatnot. So as of right now, if there is a hearing, it will be Tuesday morning, most likely. The issue with ex parte hearings is you need to have everything filed and processed by 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. depending on where it goes the day before. So if I want it on Tuesday, if I want the hearing on Tuesday, then everything needs to be filed by like 10 a.m. or 11 a.m. On Monday. Everything was filed on Friday. Unfortunately, everything took longer than it was supposed to. So the hearing was not actually held on Friday like I wanted it to be, and as our client would want it to be. And yeah, so it might happen on Tuesday. I talked to the court about it, and they basically notified me that we may not even need to hold a hearing if the judge just signs off on our proposed order, which saves us a lot of time, and it gets everything done tomorrow. So I'll get notified tomorrow, I believe, whether there will be a hearing on Tuesday morning or whether the judge will just sign off on it. And yeah, that's that. I'm hoping that the judge just signs off on it, saves us time, saves the client time, everything gets done in a more appropriate and timely fashion. But we'll see. Kind of hopeful, but hard to predict how things will go. But yeah, that's that. And I guess you probably will realize that I'm not wearing a white tee or a black tee like I normally do. Yes, I did change it up. It's the old shirt, but you know, it's getting colder now, so I have different long sleeves that aren't just plain white or black. But yeah, that's that. Blue tea, blue tea, blue tea. Thank you all for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Check out my merch. And yes, I do realize if you guys are listening closely, sometimes I forget to say please check out my merch. But yeah, please do. And yeah, just remember to support Triumph. Your dreams await.